forgot where they're gonna have me tomorrow. Let's see. Better be sorry, bitch. Yeah, I haven't been sleeping that well, so I got the sleep aid right here. These sleep gummies. It has 10 milligrams of melatonin, so hopefully that helps me out. It got L-theanine, chamomile extract, passion flower extract, lemon balm extract. It's got about 16 milligrams of lemon balm extract. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Passion flower. Hopefully that stuff helps you sleep. This is pretty sugary. 4 grams for just these tiny little fucking gummies. Whatever. What? Okay, I'm gonna flex off through tomorrow. And they got me at South. Ugh. Never been so surreal. I wonder if they fixed the fucking thing, the heater in there. Oh, I've got some content cleans. I wish they would show you what territories they block your video in. That'd be cool. Oh well. Ruining this banquet for the Molly. Normally, I don't know. I'm not a monetizing creator, so that doesn't really affect me that much. Ancient Greece. The gizmo. Transform. Translate. Dot notation. The indexing tool. Ruining this banquet for the Molly's on your hands. All right, we're gonna draw. Let me try to find a ref. Actually, you know what I should start doing? I should start like photographing like places I think are neat, and then like trying to use them as references. I think that's the move. I think that would be the move. I gotta take these at 9 o'clock, 30 minutes before bedtime. What was my fucking shift tomorrow? I already forgot. Flex. Okay, yeah, right. I don't know where the fuck they want me tomorrow. We'll see, bro. And then Wednesday, South. I might take 2 of these. These better knock me out. L-theanine. L-theanine is an amino acid primarily found in tea, especially green tea. It is associated with health benefits such as promoting relaxation, reducing stress, and improving focus. L-theanine works by increasing alpha brain waves and neurotransmitters like GABA and serotonin. While generally considered safe in typical doses, around 200 milligrams, it may rarely cause mild side effects like headache or dizziness. Interesting. What's 200 milligrams? How much is this? 100 milligrams. Okay, not bad. And then what other shit's in here? Oh, shit. Ugh. Oh, yeah. And my favorite eggs just got shat on by some new revelations. Fuck. Fucking Vital Farms, which is what I use for like my organic eggs that I like to eat, because it's supposed to be pasture raised, which is supposed to be more nutrient dense or healthier for you, whatever. Their eggs, I guess had I don't know. They said that there was some allegations of greenwashing, or the hell that is. I forgot what the fuck they were. They were feeding them soy and corn, and that was making the higher omega-6 linoleic acid content very high for the eggs. And I guess linoleic acid in high doses is supposed to be kind of not healthy for you. The core issue is that while Vital Farms meets the technical definition of pasture raised, 108 square feet per hen, critics argue this is not the idyllic small farm scenario implied by their marketing. The company uses paprika and marigold in feed, which some allege is a method to artificially enhance the yolk color, making them look more natural. A class action lawsuit from 2021, supported by PETA, alleges consumers were misled into paying a premium for falsely marketed ethical and humane claims, and the case was allowed to move forward. Vital Farms maintains they follow high standards, and they have historically disclosed the use of supplemental feed on their website. Yeah, they do price their eggs pretty high, but I always pay for it because I'm like, fuck it, I want good eggs. It's like $7 to $14 a dozen. No way. Is Vital Farms actually? No. Are they really owned by those companies? No. No way. None of the accusations are gonna make me not buy them, but the that one might. Okay, it was the fucking bullshit. Okay, never mind. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, they do. What the fuck? Vital Farms is not owned by another single corporation. It's a publicly traded company, NASDAQ, VITL, while institutional investors like BlackRock and Vanguard hold a significant portion of shares. It operates independently and is not a subsidiary of a larger food conglomerate. Okay, but BlackRock and Vanguard have a lot of shares in it, bro. That's not... it's not a good fucking sign. God damn it, dude. So, because BlackRock and all these other corporations own a significant portion of the shares of this company, their interests would be including cutting costs. They claim to be pasture raised but are not rotated to fresh pastures. Come on, bro. Yeah, you might as well, at this point, you might as well just get your own fucking chicken coop and fucking raise your own chickens, bro. You're gonna have to eventually. You're gonna have to fucking do that at some point here. Yeah, we're here. BlackRock significantly increased its holdings in Vital Farms over several years, with a major notable increase disclosed in early 2026. As of January 2026, Fintel reports that BlackRock Incorporated disclosed ownership of 5,419,901 shares, representing 12.1% of the company, which was a roughly 101% increase from their April 2025 filing. Okay, so it looks like I'm not going to be eating those anymore. Yeah, I'm sure they had a good. I'm sure Vital had a good organic, no pun intended, up like a start, but now I think they've sold out. So I'm gonna have to get a different brand of eggs, man. Oh, it's an Austin-based company too. That's crazy. Well, guys, I need to find a new organic egg brand. Damn. I wonder if I can just go directly to a farmer and get eggs. Texas Farmers Market at Mueller. That's an option. It's only a 20-minute drive. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. Doxing myself. Not that anybody fucking watches this shit anyways. Whatever. I'll be moving soon anyways. Doesn't matter. So every Sunday they have it. Okay. Definitely gonna go to that. Or there's a Cedar Park market. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy directly from farmers, bro. Fuck the grocery stores. This is the only way. This is the only way. Yeah, I'm gonna start buying from local pastures. Yes, sir. Okay, and let me see their times. That's okay. Works for me. Okay, well, we're gonna draw. Actually, I might do blender first. And I know, it just doesn't feel like a night out with no one sizing you up. I've never been so surreptitious, so of course I'll be distracted while I'm spiking the punch. Okay, sculpting, modeling, layout. Okay. I need to add bones to this character. I forgot how to do that. Blender bones.
And file your own taxes free in the app if you didn't file with us last year. Just file with TurboTax Do It Yourself by February 28th. Download now.
Taking the time to savor Thomas's crunchy yet soft bagels.
Thanks, Tom.
It's Tom, actually. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be covering bones in Blender for absolute beginners. Now keep in mind, there are some things I'm not covering here. So I'm not going to be covering like constraints and relationships between bones and all that sort of stuff. This is just the absolute basics, getting you to understand the concept of taking an armature in Blender, adding it in, and how to make it deform a piece of geometry. And we're even going to be touching a little bit on weight painting, so how you can influence how much the bone influences this. So this is an absolute basic one. So if you already know kind of some things about rigging, this is going to be extremely boring for you. But if you're absolutely new and you want a video that just takes it step by step and makes it simple for an absolute beginner, this is definitely a video that is going to benefit you. So keep watching and I'll show you how to do rigging in Blender. So to best demonstrate this, let's go ahead and select all the default objects. We're just going to press delete. And let's go Shift A. Let's go to our mesh options, add in a circle. Let's just quickly go to our add circle options here. Let's just give it something like 12 vertices. Now we're just going to go drop that down and we're going to go into our edit mode, and with all of this active, we're just going to go E to extrude and Z and extrude it up. And let's take it up about this high, this loop here with Control R. Then we're going to come here to our loop cut options and let's just go something like 15. And now we have some nice little, a bit of topology here that we can bend around. If you want to, you can just go ahead, Shift Alt, left click to select the edges here, or just go F just to fill them, and then go Control B, just create a bevel. And you can grab the bottom here as well and go F and then go Control B, just create a bit of a bevel. Grab the bottom here as well and go F and then go Control B, just create a bit of a bevel. So what we have here is just a simple object to demonstrate here. So I'm going to tab back out, I'm going to right click, and I'm going to go Shade Smooth. So what we want to do here is we want to add in some basic bones, parent this mesh to those bones, and then deform the mesh by moving those bones. This is an absolute beginner's tutorial, so we're just really focusing on just the very basics. So what we're going to do, we're going to go Shift A, and this time we're going to go to this option here called Armature. Now there's all these bunch of options I have because I've enabled some different add-ons in Blender, but the one we're focusing on is just a single bone, so you can create your own system here. Now what you have here is just a single armature that's added in, and kind of look at this armature as a package, right? Currently, if you go Z and you go wireframe, you just have this one single bone here, but if you go into edit mode of that bone selected, inside of here in this, you can kind of create like a whole system or network of bones, right? So for example, this is a bone in here, so let's just grab this top little nub. Let's go G and go Z to move it up. You can also grab the nub down here and go G and move that around. Or you can just left click on this whole bone and go G to move that around. You can also rotate, so anything you can kind of do with mesh, you can do this. You can even grab a nub at the top here, and just like you can go in edit mode, you can go E to extrude that as well. So I'm just going to undo that for now. So what we're going to do is we're just going to grab the tip of this bone and just bring it up a little bit. And then we're going to go E to extrude and Z. We're going to extrude up on the Z. to about here, and then we're going to go do it again, and let's go again, and then one more time we're just going to extrude up like so. So now we have some bones. We need to almost think about this like the vertebrae inside of an animal. The less amount of bones you had, if we only had like, I'll quickly demonstrate, if we only had like 2 bones in here like this, we'll only be able to have a point here where it can deform over here, because this bone can rotate and this bone can rotate at this point, but there's no in-betweens. Now, there are some bone options which we're not going to get into today, and these are called bendy bones. So bendy bones are different, and I'll quickly just overview this, because we can add in bendiness to an individual bone. So even though we'd only have 2 bones, it makes it possible for this to be more bendy than it can actually be. But for today, we won't get really into that too much. We're just going to keep it really simple with the default octahedral bones in Blender, okay? So I'm just going to delete these, just trying to get some basic concepts across. So now that we have these bones here, let's quickly go over here to our pose mode. Now the pose mode is a bit different, because as we are able to go into edit mode and actually create bones and extrude them, distribute them, the pose mode here gives us the ability to pose those bones. Now what's unique about the pose mode is if you go into pose mode and you would actually move one of these bones, unlike in your edit mode, over here if you select that bone, you can, in this case I rotated it, so I can go Alt-R to reverse that rotation and set it back, setting back to transforms, right? So pose mode is where we would come into pose. I just want to make sure we understand the difference here between edit mode and pose mode. Inside of pose mode as well is where we can add some transforms, but don't worry about that too much right now. For now, just keep in mind that if you want to move this whole system of bones, we can grab the very bottom bone and then go G to move it. Now the reason we can't just grab one of these bones up here and press G to move it is because there's a hierarchy. And a hierarchy works like this. This is the first bone we had in our scene in edit mode, and we started extruding from that bone. And where we're extruding from, that creates a hierarchy by default, because this bone that we extruded from this bone is connected to it, and the bone we extruded from that was connected to this, and so on and so forth. So this is a hierarchy. In Blender you can change these hierarchies, but we won't get into that right now. Let's just get to what we really want to look at here, and that's how to deform the cylinder. So let's go back into object mode, and let's grab this cylinder. And what we're going to do, if you want to parent something into bones in Blender, you always have to grab the mesh first, and then holding in shift you select your bone system. Then you're going to go Control P, and that brings up your parenting options. Now Control P we use for all other sorts of parenting in Blender, but now when you do it in this situation, you're going to see some more options, and that has to do with armature deform. So these ones here. So we're going to go with automatic weights. And now, if we grab the cylinder, we go over to our modifiers, we can see Blender is automatically added in the armature modifier, and it's already given us that object is the armature here that's selected, okay? So now what we can do, we can grab this bone set, and we're going to go, it's selected, okay? So now what we can do, we can grab this bone set, and we're going to go into pose mode. And now we have the ability to go in here and rotate these bones. And you can see here, we're deforming. Now the reason it looks kind of bad like this is because Blender has done its best job here to try and do them by default, but we can do it a bit better. So I'm just going to press A to select everything, go Alt-G, Alt-R, Alt-S, just to reset any transforms. Let's go into pose mode, and with this bone structure selected, we're just going to hold in shift and select our mesh. Then we're going to go to object, and now we're going to see we have a weight paint.
Okay.
So we're just going to hold in shift and select our mesh. Then we're going to go to object, and now we're going to see we have a weight paint option. And now what we can do is we can go Z, we can go to wireframe.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it.
I hate these commercials. Fucking base 44 is a scam. That shit doesn't help work at all.
And select our mesh. Then we're going to go to object, and now we're going to see we have a weight paint option. And now what we can do is we can go Z, go to wireframe. If that doesn't work, let's just come over here and toggle on our X-ray so we can see our bones. And now if you hold in Control or Command, you can left click on a bone and you can see its weight properties. So in this case here, you can see we currently have over here toggle on our x-rays, we can see our bones. And now if you hold in Control or Command, you can left click on a bone and you can see its weight properties. So in this case here, you can see we currently have the draw enabled. So let's just use the draw. And let's just draw onto here. And anything that is red or warmer in value is going to have more influence. So if this bone here, everything that's warmer, it's going to be more influenced by this bone. So in this case, we want to probably go like this and just paint up to where that bone kind of ends over there. But all this influence here, we want to get rid of it. So what do? We go over here to the brush option, we go to subtract, and now we can paint away. So the less warm the values are, closer to this blue over here, the less influence we're going to have. So now I'm painting all of this away, as you can see over here, right? And what we can do, you can hold a Control and select the next bone. And we can do the exact same thing. We can go grab the add brush, and let's just paint around here, just the mesh we want influenced, like that. And let's go ahead and paint away over here, like so. Okay, and then Control, click on the next bone. And this is a really good, I know this is really basic and might be a bit boring for some people, but keep in mind that this is just a very good way, if you're absolutely new, to kind of learn how to do this, okay? Because there are going to be times where the Blender's default weighting system isn't going to work that good. You need to be able to come in here and kind of manually set things up. So that's why I'm showing you this very basic example, just as a good starting point for you guys to learn how to do this. So just real quick, finishing this off like that, and let's just grab this guy at the top, holding Control, and just paint that nice and warm. There we go, and just quickly subtract these bottom bits like that, and let's just grab this guy at the top. Holding Control and just paint that nice and warm. There we go, and just quickly subtract these bottom bits like that. Okay, so now let's go back into our object mode, select our armature, and let's go into pose mode, and now let's give it a shot. Okay, we can come here and grab it. Now you can see that's deforming a lot more like what we want. There's still a little bit of influence here. I obviously rushed that, but you guys kind of get the idea here. Now we have a cool way of controlling this, and that's really awesome. So another thing we can keep in mind, let's just say for example we grab this top bone and rotate it, and this one here, right? Let's go back into object mode. At the moment this is looking you can see here we're deforming. Now it's a bit better, so I'm just going to press A to select the Alt R, Alt S, just to reset any transforms. Let's go into pose mode, and with this bone structure selected, we're just going to hold in Shift and select our mesh. Then we're going to go to object, and now we're going to see we have a weight paint option. And now what we can do is we can go Z, we can go to wireframe. If that doesn't work, just come over here and toggle on our x-rays, we can see our bones. And now if you hold in Control or Command, you can left click on the bone and you can see its weight properties. So in this case here, you can see we currently have the draw enabled, so let's just use the draw. And let's just draw onto here. Anything that is red or warmer in value is going to have more influence. So if this bone here, everything is warm, it's going to be more, excuse me, HD, we have a weight paint option.
Of course I get a fucking advertisement.
It's great. Z, we can go to wireframe. work, just come over here and toggle on our X-ray so we can see our bones. And now if you hold in Control or Command, you can left click on a bone and you can see its weight. Properties. So press A to select everything, go Alt G, Alt R, Alt S just to reset and transform. Let's go into pose mode, and with this bone structure selected, we're just going to hold in Shift and select our mesh. Then we go to object, and now we're going to see we have a weight paint option. And now what we can do is we can go Z, we can go to wireframe. If that doesn't work, just come over here and toggle on our X-ray so we can see our bones. And now if you hold in Control or Command, you can left click on a bone and you can see its weight properties. So
Okay, that's weird.
So in this case, you can see we currently have the draw enabled, so let's just use the draw. And let's just draw onto here any.
Boy, what the fuck are you doing? And I know, it just doesn't feel like a night out when no one's locking you up. I've never been so surreptitious, so of course I'll be distracted while I'm smacking the punch. And I know, it just doesn't feel like a night out when no one's sizing you up. I've never been so surreptitious, so of course I'll be distracted while I'm smacking the punch. I'm gonna slap
You think
somebody.
that is red or warmer in gold, we have a weight paint option. And now Alt S just to reset and transform. Let's go into pose mode, and with this bone structure selected, we're just going to hold in Shift and select our mesh. Then we go to object, and now we're going to see we have a weight paint option. And now what we can do is we can go Z, we can go to wireframe. If that doesn't work, just come over here and toggle on our X-ray so we can see our bones. And now if you hold in Control or Command, you can left click on a bone and you can see its weight properties.
Only way that doesn't work. Control. It doesn't let me select the bone.
So in this, if that doesn't work, just come over here and toggle on our X-ray so we can see our bones. And now if you hold in Control or Command, you can left click on a bone.
Control or Command, you left click on a bone and weight paint. Yeah, I'm not getting anything. So it's a bit of a problem. Guys, I've been having some bad luck with some never mind. G pose mode G. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything either. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. Well, they're not even attached. What the fuck? That's probably why it's not working, is because they're not attached to each other. Okay, so we're just gonna... Where's the mesh at? I'm just gonna kill that shit. Well,
you can see its weight properties. So in this case, you can see we currently have the draw enabled. So let's just use the draw, and let's just draw onto here. Anything that is red or warmer in value is there. But brush option, we paint away. So warm the values are closer to this blue. Over here, you can see add brush, paint away over here. We'll keep full that grid, and have man set things up. So that's why I'm showing you this. Subtract these bottom bits like that. Okay, so now let's go back into object mode. Select our armature. Let's go into pose mode, and now let's give it a shot. Okay, we can come here and grab it. Now you can see that's forming a lot more like what we want. There's still a little bit of influence here. I obviously rushed that. But you guys kind of get the idea here. Now we have a cool way of controlling this. I want to put the subdivision surface modifier first, but that's not good practice. It's always good to put it after the armature here. And now you can see it has smoothed it out quite a bit. And this is kind of like the really, in a nutshell, really basic concept of adding bones in Blender. And
in Blender 4, you need to press Control plus Shift to select the bones. Oh, well, I guess I should have read the comments first. Okay. So the first bone you make is the anchor point. So that should be at the torso, not the fucking bottom. Right there. Oh. Okay. Weight paint. Okay, well, we're already off to a good start. I'm not being sarcastic this time. Save me. Why can't I see? Why can't I see the bones? Even though I'm in vertex mode. Or weight paint mode, whatever. Excuse me. Control shift. Alt left click. Why do they keep fucking changing shit, bro? They need to stop changing shit. What the fuck?
Pose mode.
Make sure armature is selected. Okay. Wait, paint. There we go. Alright, Alt. So I'm seeing comments saying Alt left click. That's it. Okay, perfect. Alt left click is what shows the vertex paint. Thank you. That's what I needed. Also, this is way too large. Radius, strength. I feel like the less faces you have, the less it's good it is at painting. When you have like a low polygon figure, it's like it's more difficult to fucking paint shit on. I don't know why. That's okay, whatever. We'll do the best we fucking can. Alright. Okay, so it works better when I increase the radius. Okay. Good, good. Alright, Alt left. Oof. Take that down. Shrink it down some more. Oh my god. Crease. Looks good. Alt. Next. Oh, I should show you guys some stuff I bought. I forgot to do that. Check out this longboard I bought, bros. It's an electric longboard so I can ride around town. I used to have another one, but it broke at the back of my car because the wiring, whatever, broke. Like this part got disconnected somehow. But I got a new one, and I'm going to be riding around here in Austin with my new electric longboard. Yes, sir. I would show you guys. Do you guys even care about what I'm doing? I feel like whenever I show my screen and show people like what I'm actually doing on stream, people stop watching, which is weird. It's like they only come for my shirtlessness because they're whores. But whenever I show them me working on something, they literally I watch in real time my viewer count drop when I show them stuff I'm doing. So either when I'm playing a game, or I'm making something, or I'm drawing even, people don't give a fuck about that. So basically I'm just left to show you guys my body, and that's it. But yeah, I'm gonna show you a quick second of what I'm doing. I'm just vertex painting, that's all. It's just practice. I'm trying to make the bones move to the different parts of this body here using vertex painting. That's all. Nothing exciting. Okay. Awesome. Get that shit off there. Motherfucker. I thought it was control click to like erase shit. Oh, it is. Okay, great. No erase. Alright, perfect. Next bone. Alt. I should have added another loop cut here to make this more specific, but it's too late now. I don't feel like doing that. This is just proof of concept. Alright, next bone. Next bone. Oops, didn't mean to do that. That's good. That's all good there. What a mess. I always think about Jesse Lee Peterson's reaction to Destiny's telling him about his relationship. About being in a poly relationship. No, it wasn't poly, it was open. It was an open relationship. And he's like, you cheat on each other? He's like, well, I sleep with some people and she sleeps with some people. It's like, oh, what a mess. That's gonna lead to a path of destruction. And he was right. He's like, yeah, it's fun. Everyone's gotta learn sometimes. What a mess. Shit. The vertex painting is annoying sometimes because it doesn't paint right away. You have to keep like scrubbing till it gets it. It's like, bro. Green it up. There we go. Perfect. Oops. It's too fucking big. What a mess. Come on. Give me that shit. I don't know why, but I'm thinking about that fact that Josh Brolin, whatever the fuck, wrote a love letter to Timothy Chalamet on the set of Dune. I'm like, what the fuck? I like that guy's acting too. It's like, what's with all the gay shit? What's all the sexual shit? Get that out of here. Get that weird shit out of here. It's like, bro, come on now. He has like a whole family and shit. Alright, let's see here. Alt. It's like, what are you doing? Ooh, that's interesting. Don't want that. The bottom right foot has too much influence. Erase all that. Oops. Here we go. There we go. Okay, looks good. Oh, I didn't do that one. There. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Okay. Not perfect, but hey, I'll take it. Oh, fuck. I don't have a chat box up. Oops. Oh, it's 9:06. I gotta take my sleep vitamins. Ooh, shit. Sugar alcohol. What is sugar alcohol? Sugar alcohols, polyols, are sugar substitutes with roughly half the calories of sugar. Types: erythritol, near 0 calories, very low digestive impact, low sugar. While they're not technically alcohol, they are chemical hybrids. For those with irritable bowel syndrome, these compounds may. Alright guys, so sugar alcohols are okay. They're halal. I just looked it up. Despite their name, they do not contain ethanol, intoxicating alcohol, and are not derived from alcoholic beverages and do not cause intoxication. They are sugar substitutes commonly found in sugar-free foods. Well, there you go. I'm good with that. It is not an intoxicant. I always gotta double check that shit because ever since I found out that what the fuck is kombucha? Ever since I found out kombucha had some alcohol in it, I didn't trust anything anymore. The kombucha mushroom people. Let your mother pray. I'm already tired. I already took it. I already feel tired. 10 milligrams of melatonin, 100 milligrams of L-theanine, 17 milligrams of chamomile extract. Oh yeah, we'll be good. I'm not there all the time, you know. Some people call it insane. That place is a fucking mess. But when you're a single man like me, that's like It feels natural, I guess. I don't know. Alright, let me write down this fucking place. Sweet. Well, we were kind of productive today.
Right now, you can get... Hope you're doing well. I'm the Ember, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make these iridescent materials in Blender. They're actually really simple to make, but they look really good. We'll be using a few cool techniques you can use in your other projects. Okay, so without any further ado, let's jump straight into it.
Rest in peace, default cube. That's really funny.
So I've opened up Blender here, and you know what I'm going to do. After that's done, I'm going to press Shift A and add a icosphere. Now before we click anywhere or do anything else, let's go down to this little panel, click that to open it, and I'll turn the subdivision levels to 1. Now let's go over to the modifier properties and add a bevel modifier. Let's just turn the amount down, and I'll make this segment something like 10. Now I'll right click and shade auto smooth. Now let's just head straight over to shape.
Alright, I'm gonna look at this later. Save. Watch later. If I'm lucky, they'll ask me to leave tomorrow at work, because I'm just an extra. So, we'll see. Okay, so we got no viewers on Kick. Awesome. And we got 2 viewers on YouTube. And we got... And we got 1 viewer on Twitch. It says though, I got 4 viewers on my on Streamlabs. So I don't know where the 4th one's coming from. Bro, what is this? Ew, bro, you gotta go. I'm sorry. You're getting fucking blocked. That's disgusting. How do I block somebody? Ew, dude. What the fuck? That looks disgusting. Bro, I want to vomit. How the fuck do I block this fucker? How do you block someone on Twitch? Please. Click or tap their username in chat. Okay, I can't do that. Select the 3 vertical dots. Let me see if I can put it in the shit for them right now. That's so disgusting, bro. Like, what is your issue? You gotta go. You gotta go. We gotta block this fucker. I took one look at their fucking profile, and that's all it took. And the name was already fucked, but I didn't realize how fucking fucked it was. Oh, I think I have to put the fucking actual thing in here. We gotta block this fucker. He's gotta go. You gotta go, buddy. I don't even think that worked. I'm just fucking... Confirm by clicking block again. Tap the username in chat. Settings, privacy. Why is it so hard to do that on here? Hold on, let me go check my phone. I gotta block this dude. I do not want that anywhere near my fucking streams. Alright, I have 4 people blocked on here. I'm gonna make it 5. Block. There we go. Blocked. We're good to go. I don't want that kind of attention, dude. I don't like it. Oh shit, what's up? Oh, why am I not getting your guys' messages? What's up, Jose Hernandez? Why am I irritated? Well, I was irritated earlier because I couldn't sleep. I don't know why I couldn't see your chats. That's weird. Also, what's up, Tiny Tim? I didn't see your guys' messages somehow. It didn't show up for me on my multi-stream. I don't know why that is. Oh, I have to go to my YouTube. Check. So I don't know why. I don't know why. I've never been so surreptitious, so of course it means back to when I'm wrecking the bunch. You know, some guys might not like feeling like a fucking nobody sometimes, but it has its perks. For one, nobody gives a fuck about what you do. Your fucking things that you do are not overly scrutinized. When you don't like have anyone like breathing down your neck and like trying to like watch everything you do, there's like a freedom in that, you know? Realizing that you are dust is good for you. Because when you get more popular, you get like two types of people. You get like sycophants, and you get like people who hate you for like no reason. You get people who love you for no reason, like fucking weirdos, and then you get people who hate you for no reason, who are like also weird. But for me, like there's no real weight to a lot of what I do because no one actually cares. And that is a blessing in disguise. It looks like makeup. That looks sick though. Sick ass scars, bro. Galileo, Galileo. Alright, I'm feeling it now. Shit. I am feeling the sleep. Alright, I gotta go to bed. Good night, everybody. Peace out. I'm feeling drowsy, so now is the time for me to hit the hay.